All right. Hello, Wendy. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, Chris? Hey, everybody.
How's everybody out there? I don't know. We're here in Atlanta and our weather has been crazy. It's been warm. It's been very nice. And now it's going to go down to freezing, I believe, tomorrow.
Yes,
Spring,
yes.
where are you at? Please
Put your
come.
shorts away. Put your sandals up.
So everyone, please remember we need you to like, share, leave a comment. We are trying to build up our following and we need you to do that for us. We also want you to engage with us. Let us know what you want us to talk about, things that you want to hear, because you know what? We do this for you. We do this. We enjoy bringing the information to you, whether it's about relationships and we're talking about health and wellness now. And as a matter of fact, I think we're getting ready to round out our entire wellness series. So Wendy, it's all about you.
Okay, so today's topic is environmental wellness.
That's
So
different. Okay.
environmental wellness. I'm going to be a little bit of a downer. Okay, it's not. It's it's sad news. Is what it is. Okay.
Oh no, what are we
But I
doing
have
wrong?
don't worry, I do have some things we can do about it so that I'm always going to give you something positive. I do try anyway. So,
You do a good job.
right. So, environmental wellness, simply put, is taking care of the planet, of our planet. Okay. Simply put, and I want to keep it simple. Um, Factors in the environment that affect health. We're talking about air pollution, water pollution, food um,
Yeah,
scarcities,
there's a lot of food pollution.
food waste is another thing, right? You got some people don't have enough, and then others got so much they
Too
throw it.
much.
Yes, so that's another issue as well. Um, just recently, speaking of waste, food waste, right? My friend told me about. She kind of turned me on to Hello Fresh. Are you familiar?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, so I tried it. It's nice. If I was single, I am single, but if it was just me and I was just cooking for myself, it'd be a great idea.
So why you say if it were you were just cooking for yourself? I know you're cooking for your son as well. So
And
what
you
would
can
the
get
what would the difference?
portions, two portions, four, portions for two or portion for four. You can get more portions, but it really does help you not waste as much food because I do throw a lot of food away. I don't know if you noticed that, Chris.
I don't throw a lot of food
You
away.
don't? Okay, well then that's good then. So you don't need HelloFresh. You don't need it.
And you
Yes,
know why I don't throw a lot of food away? Because I'm the person, I don't mind eating something 3 days in a row. You know, I know people that, oh no, I don't eat leftovers. If I like, I cook,
that's
I cook what I like, so I don't mind eating it for several days.
yeah, that's not. It's more I don't get to the vegetables, or you know what I mean, to making them even.
Oh, to making it. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that, but I don't do it as much now
Okay.
because I get mad.
It is. I mean, I do. I feel very guilty about that. So, that's one thing that you can do. But we'll get to all of the things. So, HelloFresh is good. I will give them a little endorsement there.
Okay.
um, but let's talk about water pollution.
So
Remember
water
the
pollution. Did you say water pollution, Wendy? Excuse
Well,
me.
let's talk about the Flint, Michigan situation. Remember that?
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
The water contamination and all of that kind of stuff. I think that they finally have come out of that, but
I think they're still, well, I know that they've come to some kind of resolutions and they're working on it. I don't know if it's 100% complete, but yes.
well, I mean, even the people that have been affected, they don't even know what's going to happen to them and their
Oh,
health.
yeah, later on, exactly.
Yeah, so
It's
there's no
true.
telling what the effects were. Anyway, if you don't know about it, there was some kind of system upgrade plumbing,
But I think
water.
they had lead pipes or something like
Yeah,
that. So,
it was an upgrade,
yeah.
allegedly, but then there was contamination, lead poisoning, and all. It went all awry. And for many months, I would say even a year or more,
It was a
uh,
long time.
Flint, Michigan residents either they moved or they had to drink all bottled water, brush their teeth. it was, and I think Mississippi might have had something like that too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't hear that
Yeah,
one.
so it does happen. Um, and you just never know the long-term health effects of these things. But even closer to us, Cobb County has this is not water now, but there's a company there called Sterigenics.
Uh-huh.
I just saw this on the news. So Sterigenics is a company that they sterilize medical products and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, the property value of the houses, this is Cobb Parkway and 285, okay? So the property value of these houses, I forget the ratio, but like within miles of this company
Uh-huh.
have gone down.
Oh, because of the location of this facility?
Yes, the facility is emitting some kind of
Chemicals or something in the
yes,
air?
yes. And they've been trying to, these residents are still trying to shut it down, but they did get 35 million in a settlement for the housing situation, for the
Oh, that's
value of the
good.
housing going down.
So at
They're
least
still trying to shut it down. So that's carbon emission, which can affect your respiratory
yes.
system, cause asthma and all kind of heart disease and cancer.
I'm
you
sorry,
know.
I'm having top blouse issues here. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to stay on track here, but I did wait just a little bit. Um, how are these things, how do these things that happen in our environment, how do they affect us? Let's get back to wellness, right? Well, we know that it affects our health, but
Yes.
even mental health, it affects our mental health. Um, global warming is real. I hope everybody can agree
Yes,
with
it
me on
is
that.
real.
Okay. Well, studies have shown that global warming and just the temperature in these all the floods and all these disasters that are happening as a result of global warming, when people are involved in multiple traumas like that, then
Right.
they have post-traumatic stress syndrome, right? So it affects your mental health. I mean, you lost everything, your house, caught fire or whatever, with fires and floods and
Right.
just all manner of things going on, and it all relates back to our environment.
And
Right?
yeah, we're doing things, it's mostly man doing things to the environment. So we're
Yes,
basically hurting ourselves when
yes,
all
we
is
are.
said and done.
We are. That is true. So, um, but when we talk about the food deserts, back to the food deserts, many of those are found in urban areas and cities and towns where you don't have access to fresh produce,
Right.
or vegetables. Um, a lot of people are coming up with community gardens and
Oh,
things
I
like
think that is the best
that.
thing.
Yeah,
My mother had a community garden for years, and then she had a larger backyard at one point, and she had a garden in her backyard, and I loved it. I would go there and get fresh vegetables all the time.
and I think that's the only way you can really get truly organic vegetables
Exactly.
is if you grow them yourself. Because
Because you
who
know
knows?
what's going, you know what kind of compost you're
Right.
putting in that ground, you know how you're growing them. Exactly, I agree.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. You're not
so
trying to make them all pretty and everything
thank
in
you.
the store, right? Yes. Um, Also access to recreational facilities, parks, green spaces, sidewalks, walking trails, all of these things, the lack of access
Right.
affects our health, mental and physical health. Okay. Because if we have them, if we live near them, we're more likely to have a healthier lifestyle. That's what studies are showing.
Right. No, if we live near them or if we live near
If we
what?
live near parks, recreation, green
Oh,
space,
okay. I missed it. I'm
walking
sorry.
trails, all
Right.
of these things, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It's a healthier lifestyle choice, access, I should say, to a healthier lifestyle choice.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So if you don't live near them, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you. Not that you can't, but yeah.
You can get outside and you can take a walk around the block 5 times in the
If you
fresh
have a
air.
sidewalk, you can.
That is true. If you have a sidewalk,
Yes.
that's true. Otherwise, just be careful.
Right, right. Um, so hold on. Okay. Have you noticed? I want to talk about temperature now. Have
Okay.
you noticed when you have like a really sunny day and the sun is coming through your window and it's to kind of kiss your face, you feel better? Have you noticed that?
No, but I believe it. I can say yes to. I can relate to that because
Okay, well, I remember.
I love the sun. I love the sunlight. So I make sure all my blinds are open as much as I can because I like the pure sun to come in.
This is scientific, Chris. I didn't know this. I just thought
Uh-huh.
like the sun to come in. And this is scientific. When I first returned to work from COVID and all of this stuff, everybody was complaining. It's so cold in the office. I don't know. Did y'all get that? I don't know if you got it.
Cold and dark can be depressing. So yeah.
Exactly. But everybody was wrapped in blankets. They were freezing because of the air conditioning.
Right.
Well, I saw a report on TV that's saying that women were really suffering with this. They mostly women were
Uh-huh.
colder, and how are you going to be productive when you're wrapped up in a blanket? You
And you're thinking
cold,
about being cold.
right? So when I went back into the office, just not even thinking too much about it, I opened all the blinds. That makes it warmer,
Yeah,
but also
exactly. The sunlight's
sunlight
coming
is
through.
coming through. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it affects your mood.
Oh,
Absolutely,
absolutely.
sunlight and vitamin D
Yeah,
absolutely affects your mood.
for
So get
sure.
as much as you can when you can get it. Um, so that was just a little tip for me. But I mean, some things that you can do to combat um, that we can do to combat this global warming, this devastation on the
Right.
environment is like Chris said, you can go for a walk. You can walk to work if it's close enough, right? Instead, or ride your bike,
Ride your
or
bike.
take public transportation, ride, share, all of that.
Because not to cut you off, because in Europe, Wendy, they ride bikes all the time. Places like Amsterdam and Paris, I mean, they ride bikes to work. They ride bikes everywhere.
Yes,
So, and in Europe, they're more aware of conservation than we are anyway.
yes,
So,
yes.
unfortunately,
Everybody is in one car. It's one person per car here.
exactly.
Everybody's sitting in
And,
traffic.
and the bikes are just for recreation on the weekend.
Right. Let's see. So public transit, carpool, ride share, washing laundry in cold water. I'm guilty. I use hot.
Oh no, I use cold.
Do you? All
Now,
the time?
I will say when I was younger, I did use hot, and that's because, I digress here for a second. I used to use bleach. I haven't used bleach in like 30 years. But when I was younger, yes, it was hot water and I used bleach, but I haven't washed in hot water in years.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do better with that. Well, hot water, period. Conserving hot water, period, is good, better for the environment. Okay.
And why is that? Why is that?
I don't know exactly.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna check that out because that's good to know. You know,
Energy efficiency, because
probably,
you
you know
take
what? Probably energy because you need something to heat the water
to
up.
heat
Yeah,
the water up.
right.
Yeah. So
That
that's
makes
what
sense.
it is. And
Yeah.
speaking of energy efficient, the products, you want to buy energy
Efficient,
efficient
yeah.
appliances when it's time to do that. Use LED lights.
Yes.
I think I've done that already. And then we talked about the food, avoid food waste, so try to eliminate as much food waste as you can.
And
You know,
grow as much of it as you can. I wish I liked playing in dirt because I surely would have a garden, but I don't
well,
like playing in dirt.
plant some vegetables. Absolutely. That will make that will make the area cooler.
Okay,
And
I didn't know
also,
that.
yeah, yeah, and it's good for the environment. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
So who knew that environmental wellness played a large part in our own fitness, health, and wellness? It all ties together.
it really
And
does.
you
It
know, and
really
as
does.
when you're young, you don't think about these things. And That's what I think. We've got to get younger people thinking about all of these things. So as they're getting older and maturing, they're already have these good habits already established. Because unfortunately today, a lot of the good habits don't get established until you're middle age. And if you remember, we talked about this before. Guess what middle age is in the 40s? It's not 50. It's not 55 because the average life expectancy is 80 something. So middle of that's got to be 40 something. So I'm just saying all that to say is we've got to get younger people, change their mindset in terms of, and I think that that's happening today, especially with people, the way that they're
I
eating.
think that they're more
You
more aware of this than we
yes.
probably are.
No, yeah, they are because you've got more vegans and you've got a lot of younger people that are vegans, more vegetarians,
Mhm.
and just people are more conscious of the things that they surround themselves with. Number one, environmental wellness, and that
Oh,
they
yeah,
put
so that was a good one. You just mentioned the meat prices, right? That
yes.
whole, yeah.
So all of that, you don't think about all those things until you think about them. So, Wendy, thank you. That was great. I mean, I'm serious. I never looked at it in such detail as that. But environmental wellness is just as important as emotional wellness, social wellness, physical wellness. It's all important because
Interconnected. It's all interconnected today.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, everybody. We need you to subscribe, of course, and we want you to leave comments and hit that like button. It doesn't take but a second to hit the like button if you're out there watching. And we know you're watching, so just hit the like button. And you know what? Don't forget to hit that bell so when we have new content, you will get a alert to let you know that we have some new content. Any closing thoughts on environmental wellness, Wendy?
I hope that you guys have taken maybe you already know some of the things that we can do to combat global warming. If you have some information other than the ones that I've shared, then please come let us know what you're doing, what we should be doing as global citizens. So
Well,
thank you for
I
listening.
like that as global citizens because that's what we are. We are responsible for this earth. We live on it and we are responsible for it. That's
Right.
everyone worldwide. All right,
Right.
guys, we will see you next week where we are going to be wrapping up our health, wellness, and fitness series. We hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. We brought you some good information to make a difference in your life because that's what it's all about, making a difference in our lives. We will
Yes.
see you next week. Have a wonderful week.